Now coming to the next part, that is uncountable nouns. And the difficulty is we are not able to identify which nouns are uncountable. Let me help you. Okay. The first thing I would like to show, a or an is used in singular countable noun. Now the question comes, do we use a or an with uncountable noun? Before I elaborate this point, I would like to show you something. Let's have a look. Let's see. This is one packet and this is a packet of salt. Okay, you can see this is a packet of salt and here is a jar. In this jar, I want to take a spoon of brown sugar. A spoon of sugar. Have you seen the examples? Now, come back to our point which I want to show you. Do you ever hear the term a salt? Or do you hear this a packet of salt? What do you think is more correct? We never say a salt. That is wrong. As I told you, a is used only with singular countable nouns. And salt, we can't use a salt. If we want to say about the quantity of salt, we will say a packet of salt, a spoon of salt, a bowl of salt. Same for sugar. Do we use a sugar? No. We say 1 spoon of sugar. Okay? Give me more sugar. These are the ways when you want to show the quantity in the nouns salt and sugar. So these are our uncountable nouns. Concrete but uncountable nouns. Now the second recognition for the uncountable nouns is, now coming to the next part, how to identify the uncountable noun. Abstract nouns, you remember we have done in our previous class, the nouns which we cannot see or touch, we can only feel or experience are called the abstract noun. Abstract nouns are also the examples of uncountable nouns. As I told you, we cannot touch it, we cannot count it, we can only feel or experience or have an idea about it. So we will never change them into an uncountable noun. They will remain in the same form. For example, information. Information is an abstract noun. When I say, do you have any information? Information, singular or plural, no form you will change. And the word any shows the quantity of it. Okay, nothing else. I am so much thirsty. In this sentence, thirsty is the abstract noun. And again, thirsty cannot be measured. Its quantity can only be shown by using the determiner much. Next sentence is, the beggar fainted due to the weakness. Weakness is here an abstract noun. Okay, here also it cannot be counted. So these are the uncountable nouns which are abstract noun. From this you can make out whether we have to make it plural or not. And when you know it is an abstract noun, you will be sure that it cannot be changed into plural. Its form will remain same in any part of the sentence. Now the next uncountable noun will be the names of materials. The names of material, as the word names comes, it becomes noun. It means material nouns you can say, or the name of materials are always uncountable noun. You will not make plural of it. Okay, for example, gold, wood, silver, water, sand, cotton, silk, plastic, etc. We always say, give me a glass of water. Give little water to the plant. We never say waters or 1 water, 2 water. Okay. I have written few examples also. She has a lot of gold. Lot of gold is showing its quantity because gold is a material noun, and to show quantity, lot of is used here. We cannot say she has golds. golds cannot be made. Okay, the next example is we should not use plastic. Again, plastic will remain in its original form, no plastics. So in this way, I hope you are able to recall what are uncountable nouns. By keeping these points in mind, I will give you one exercise to solve that you will do as your revision exercise.